Iran's economy has just sunk to a record new low as the local currency drops past 100,000 riyals to the American dollar. This is likely in anticipation of the incoming United States sanctions set to hit the regime on August 7th, following President Trump's decision to withdraw the U.S. from the JCPOA nuclear deal. This economic turmoil is likely exactly what both Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu were hoping for, as a means to combat the regime's aspirations to attain nuclear weapons. The United States is also preparing to level financial consequences on nations that continue to do business with Iran after November. In line with this, Netanyahu has actually just published a message to the world in English regarding the mounting crisis. According to him, the chaos in Iran is unrelated to the United States pressure, but instead the Ayatollah's agenda of war and terror.
This is a tough story, but you need to hear it. Imagine a 15-year-old Iranian girl named Fatemeh. She's smart, and she dreams of starting her own business. Fatemeh wakes up for a run before school. She tries to fill up her water bottle, but this is the water that comes out. What are our leaders doing with all our money? Fatemeh asks in despair. She opens the Vataneh Imrouz newspaper, and she finds out. Billions wasted moving Iran's army to Syria. Billions wasted trying to get nuclear weapons. Billions wasted on war in Yemen. Fatemeh may be an imaginary name, but her story is the real story of millions of Iranians.
Indeed, reports of intense protests in the streets of Tehran against the regime's agenda has begun to filter in. But economists say that the line between financial and political protests is often a blurry one, dating back to the 1979 revolution. In fact, in decades prior to 1979, Iran actually had quite friendly relations with Israel. Iran was actually the second Muslim-majority nation to recognize Israel's right to exist as well. Though many Iranian citizens remember and still grow those seeds of friendship, current leaders have reiterated a mission to decimate Israel from the face of the earth. The United States, however, has rejected accusations that a regime change is the real objective with these sanctions. Trump has learned the hard way that business with Iran is a two-way street. Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz, through which 1/3 of the world's oil exports pass through. Following threats to block oil shipments, Trump backed off of previously fiery rhetoric, suddenly tweeting that now he was prepared to offer Iran a real deal. Others are unsure what moves Iran will make if forced into a corner. A lot is at stake in the coming weeks.